I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Boston Celtics. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. And he's fouled. Nice move that.
And also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Kyrie Irving at the line for 2 shots. A career 87% from the line. Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker to Jaylen Brown. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. To Kemba Walker. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Harden in possession. They trail by 2. Irving to Harden. Irving to Harden. Nice pass to get things going.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Brown into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. The drive right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Irving brings the ball up court. To Harden. A big finish at the rim.
And easy too. Get back on defense.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. He'll run the offense. Give it to him. Kemba Walker, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Harden with it up top. 5-point game. Irving. Trying to cash in. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
To Irving. on the painted area, won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss a shot. That's great defense.
To Irving. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Celtics have it. Walker. A pass stolen by the Nets. Goes to the left side. Irving. His first effort off the mark. To Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He missed it. Harden into the front court. Trailing by 4. Irving. Down low to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Here comes the screen. To Walker. Second effort. To the outside. Tatum. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Kyrie with the rock. To Jordan. Won't go down. Walker into the front court. Leads 5. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Tatum. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Harden in possession. Down 8. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Jaylen Brown. Tatum. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Up 5. Nets have it. Irving. To Harden. Over to the right side. Harden. And that one out of bounds off a net. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Tatum. That's how you defend. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Walker. Tatum. Can't get the bounce. Shot from the lane won't go. To Teague. Can't miss those. Irving with the basketball. Down 5. Has a look. Kyrie Irving Missed his first. That one goes. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Can't get past the defender. Gets it in the left corner. T. And it's Jordan there to handle the rebound. For three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Give it to him. Kemba Walker looking good. 4 for 5.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Irving. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Walker with the basketball. Up by 3. To T. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Baseline drive. Kyrie Irving. 3 for 4. Good start. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Robert Williams at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Pass taken away by the Celtics. To Kemba Walker. Fires the 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Knocked loose. To Irving. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Walker. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Nice pass to set things up.
Ed, here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Oh, I missed a short one there. Across the timeline, it's Walker. The lead stands at 9. Nothing going here on that drive. To Walker. Screen coming. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Count the basket at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Gets it at the top of the key. Defense, making the ball handler work.
Double team, double team, double team.
Short jumper misses. To Marcus Smart. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Irving brings the ball up court. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. So the Nets hold on to the possession. Time to shuffle things up. To Kemba Walker. Count it.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Spinning shot. Won't fall. Walker. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one, layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Kyrie with the rock. Jaylen Brown swats it. It was right there.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down a bundle. Tristan Thompson rejects it. And a pass stolen by Boston.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And he finishes at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Walker into the front court. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Here comes the screen. Kemba Walker guarded by Robertson. Fires the three. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. To Irving. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
To Irving. Cashes in for two.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Into the front court, it's Walker. His guy's up by 15. Beyond the arc for three. And he's going to the free throw line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw.
Right back to you.
Almost settles for a 2 of 3 trip. Down the lane to lay it in.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Walker with the basketball. The lead is 15. Here comes the screen. Walker. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Brooklyn's got it. Probing the defense. Surveys the floor. Another chance. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. His team on top by 13. To Marcus Smart. Oh, he had it. And that one out of bounds off a net. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Marcus Smart. Almost unlucky bounce. Harden with the basketball. His guys trail by 13. Goes to the left side. Jayson Tatum. Tips it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jayson Tatum. He was hacked. They let it go. There you go. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Boston with the basketball. Kemba Walker matched up with Harden. From the painted area, won't go down.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
To Marcus Smart. Tatum. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Now it's Harden at the controls. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. James Harden with that shot, he's 5 for 8.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Walker. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Misses the first.
Number 11, Kyrie Irving. And number 12.
No good. Missed them both. To Irving. Harden to Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Marcus Smart. Missed a wide open look. Driving right to the basket.
No basket.
Kyrie across the timeline. His team down 9. Harden to Irving. Easy pad to the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Celtics have it. Walker. Here's a chance from long range. Kemba Walker is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's shooting 40% in this one. Oops, he missed the first one. And he hits the second. Whoops, that won't go. To Harden. Jordan. To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
To Harden. 4-3 with James Harden, muscle memory, gets it to go. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Substitution being made in this one.
Number 7, Jaylen Brown.
DeAndre Jordan sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Harden. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Ball's controlled by Boston. And counted at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Harden in possession. Down 3. Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Whoa, what a finish.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Thompson. Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Gets to the basket and scores.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Irving. To Jordan. Harden. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Shot clock winding down. Tatum. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack it to the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Deep right corner. To Harden. Tristan Thompson with a piece. Brown with it up top. Leads just a point. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. That won't go. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Tatum. Offensive board. To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Brad Stevens will change up his lineup. T here against Harden. To Jaylen Brown. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Jaylen Brown, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 65% free throw shooter. First one, counted.
There it is. It's like practice.
Goes 2 for 2.
Oh, yeah, come right back to you.
Harden with it up top. It's a 1-point game as we approach halftime. From long range, had made his first three, but that shot off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim. Desperation shot here from half court. That's it for the first half with the Celtics in front.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Celtics have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Steals.
Some very aggressive defense has allowed both teams to rack up a lot of steals. Ball security will be the key in the upcoming half, especially for the weakest dribblers. You know who you are.
Play of the half.
Kemba Walker has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
It's Brooklyn's ball.
Pick up. Match up. I got ball.
Irving. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Thompson. To Marcus Smart. Lets it fly from long range. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. Irving into the front court. Our score all even in this third quarter. Runners good there.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Celtics have it. Probing the defense. DeAndre Jordan. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
For three, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Tatum buries it on the catch and shoot.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
James Harden at the controls. To Irving. Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. And finishes strong.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Tie game, third quarter. Harden, he has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Boston with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Not going down for him this time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
No good and no foul.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
The screen sets him up for two.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's in the hands of James Harden. Out of bounds, last touch by the Celtics. It'll stay Brooklyn basketball. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Harden. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
It's in the hands of Harden. Here comes the screen to Jordan. Oh, straight down the middle for two.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Marcus Smart. Working hard on the glass. To Walker. Fires the three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Won't go. And finishes strong.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a prob city.
Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Deep two there, won't go. Screen coming. Harden. It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. Walker into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Stepping in for the Nets, number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Fires the three. They need something to go down. It's no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And count the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here comes the screen. To Jaylen Brown. Beyond the arc for three. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Harden. To Irving. Gets a look. Can't hit. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Jayson Tatum trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw good. A three-point play. And they're back with it. Looking to make something happen. To Jordan. Down low. You've got to get that one to go. To Teague. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Marcus Smart. He's got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Nope. First one does not go. Oh, he missed them both. To Harden. Now to Jordan, down low. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
T against the former Hoya. And the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Harden. Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To Harden. Has a chance. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Baseline drive, the shot won't fall. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Harden. For 3. Won't go down. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's the DJ we all know and love.
Jeff Teague. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And scores.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Watch the pick. You see it.
Here comes the screen. To Teague. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down. It goes down.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Curling inside. To Teague. Going to launch beyond the arc. The rebound cleared by the Nets. Harden in possession. His guys up by 15. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Can't convert the free throw. Harden with the basketball. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Five on the shot clock. Harden. Down low to Jordan. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Celtics have it. Kemba Walker, guarded by Green. From long range. Off the mark. Harden in possession. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. Trying to cash in. The shot no good by Harden.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Screen coming your way. Screen coming your way.
Lets it fly from long range. Rebound taken in by the Nets. He'll let one fly from half court. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. The third quarter was a disaster. Remember, they led at halftime, and now they find themselves down big.
And when things get bad, they get bad in a hurry. But you have to remember, this is a game of runs. They had theirs. Now it's time for yours.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Nets have the basketball. To Harden.
Here we go. Double team. Double team.
Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
To Harden. Short jumper won't go down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Brooklyn with the basketball.
Hands up. Hands up. Block up. Here you come.
Has a look. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Teague with it up top. His guy's down big, and he's going to the line to shoot.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Harden with it up top. His guys leading, stuffs it down with authority.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
Nets have it. Teague with the basketball. Trailing by 14. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. A drive by Brown, but he can't finish. To Harden. For three, he engulfed him that time. Brown into the front court. 14-point deficit. Tatum. Gets a shot up off the mark. The follow won't go either. To Harden. Oh, blocked away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him, make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it. It's a big finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
It's James Harden once again. Throws it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Jeff Teague. 3 for 6 now.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
I got ball.
To Harden. Fires the three. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move, though.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To T. DeAndre Jordan pins it. Ooh, 5 now. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Fires the 3. Jay, you had to figure sooner or later one of those threes was going to go down.
I don't know. I'm a little bit beside myself that he kept shooting the ball at that clip. I mean, when you miss that many shots in a row, you usually try to get to the rim, see the ball go in, then go inside out. But obviously, that's not the case.
To Irving. Nothing going here on that drive.
Rotate.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Brown with it up top. The deficit now up to 5. Tatum. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Off the assist.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Here comes the screen to T. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Jaylen Brown. Beyond the arc for 3. Brown with the 3 with a hand in his face.
Absolutely the right mentality coming out after halftime. That's what you do during halftime. You reset, you recalibrate, you come out and you attack like the first never happened.
And look out.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Harden. To Jordan, down low. Scores from the post.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To T. Here comes the screen. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Good ball. Got some for him.
Irving to Harden. Knocks it down from mid-range. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Irving brings the ball up court. Here's a chance from long range. And the rebound cleared by Thompson. Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys trail now by 4. No good. Jordan knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Tristan Thompson with the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Irving with the basketball. 2-point advantage. To Harden. Here comes the screen. Shot for James Harden. It's no good. Great defense. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Here's Harden with the rock. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. T. To Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Harden to Irving. Harden. And stuffs it home.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. The drive, right to the basket, right down Broadway, 4-2.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Tatum. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. Kyrie with the rock. Screen coming. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. To Jaylen Brown. Rises for the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Here's Irving into the front court. Leads a bucket. The pass set it all up.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Irving. For three. Not getting the bounce. To Marcus Smart. And the basket good at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Screen coming. Irving. For the win. Lays it up and in at the buzzer. Worked his way free, and he's won the game in the final second. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win a close one by 2. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics gave us one of the most exhilarating plays in all of sports. The buzzer beater. Great shot to win the game. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics. It wasn't a great performance by these guys. And unfortunately, we have video evidence. Viewer discretion advised. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
Tatum was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.